Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. I want to share with you a work in progress. Maybe somebody might even have an idea. The TRO 2016 plot by date using the NFP high-low. I created an indicator last month, the NFP trades, that would tell you levels to do breakout trades on NFP day. And of course you can use this every day if you want to use those breakout levels. But I've been roaming around on different forums and I learned something about using the high and the low of the NFP. So I wrote an indicator, and what you have to do is you go in and you put in the dates. Now, it doesn't have to be NFP dates. It could be any dates. Because when I first started out, I was just doing NFP dates. I go, wait a minute, there's other events, so make it more flexible. So you can load up to 12 different dates, and you can load up future dates, and if it's not there yet, the indicator will just ignore it. So I've already got all the NFP dates for 2016 loaded, so I don't have to do anything for the rest of the year. And of course, one of the features, I put a GPS. Now, one thing's different. This is close minus the high as opposed to high minus the close, because I want to know if it's in between the high and the low. If it's below, it will give me a negative number. If it's above, it'll give me a positive number. So I want to keep all these the same. So you can see here, August, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. August, okay. No, August is down here. Okay, here we go. We are 36 pips below the high and 30 pips above the August low. And I just thought of one other thing. I have to, maybe I should put the same color here as that might be, I might have to do that. It might make it easier to identify, since I had a little trouble there figuring out what was what. Okay. So you can see how price, let me switch this to the daily, and I can expand it, and we can probably see a little bit better. Now, you see, we are in September, okay? And on NFP day, it put in a high and a low. And look what happened here. You see it cut through, it came back. And so basically, if you call this the NFP zone, it broke out of it. You see here, it came across the midpoint, hit the midpoint, cut through the midpoint. And so the idea is that up here we had sellers. They wanted to push it back down to the August. And guess what? They did. They pushed it all the way back down. But down here we had buyers, and they want to push it back up. And when you think about it, it kind of makes a lot of sense that that's what they want to do. So, of course, some months are more violent than others. And so you can see here, well, we all know what happened back here on this day. So if you look back, you started out here in July, and they shot the price up, and they brought it all the way back down here from August because you see here in the June, you had the June sellers wanting to push it down. And then here in August, you had buyers. They pushed it up. In September, the sellers took over. So they pushed it back down into the August area. And you can see the struggle. It just makes a lot of sense. And what they're saying is that you can look at this chart and you can decide, are you a buyer or are you a seller? And I guess they want to capture the big pips this way. But I thought it was kind of interesting, so I just wrote an indicator. First, all it did was just plot the lines. Then I put the gauge in. And then I had, like I said, I had these dates. And I thought, wait a minute. Let's make them so the user can input the dates. And you can see here, TRO2016 plot by date. And this is still in development, so it hasn't been released yet. So just hold on. I'm going to try and get it out to you guys by before the next NFP so you can use it. Okay, and of course you can show all the lines for the NFP day or whatever day. And so in the My Note input, NFP, and it prints it there, and or plots it there, and it plots it here. So if you wanted to do FOMC or whatever other employment announcements, just whatever, you can go ahead, load the dates in. You don't have to load every date. You can just leave it blank if you don't want to put in 12 dates. And then I gave a color for each date. And so I tried to keep them by quarter. We got the blues, the greens, the oranges, and the reds. But of course you can use whatever colors ideas you want. All lines in the background, or if you turn that off, then they'll cut through the candles. X and Y for where you position this chart here. And once again, this is close minus open of the NFP day. Close minus the high of the NFP day, and close minus the low of the NFP day. So you can see here that the 7, which is down here, they're all below the current price. So the current price is above it, so it's green. And that's why this is green, but I'm thinking I should change this color to this color. Make it a little bit easier to link things up. So, and for those haven't, I don't know if I think I did an NFP trades video, but just to show you, you can load up whatever symbols, and you can use this to change. If you want to change all the charts to match, you just set this to true, and when you click one of the buttons, then all the charts at the bottom will change. There's really not much for you to do here. This will tell you where to buy and sell based on high, low, open, mid, those type of plots. And I used the TROHL5 indicator. And I think I might change this indicator to whatever these two are to plot those lines for you. So I've got some work cut out before I release the indicator. This one's already been released, I believe, in the last batch, batch 8. So if we turn this to H1, but I need to change this to 1440, and I really only need one bar. Actually, if I remember correctly, we want to use yesterday's high-low to see if we have any breaks. So Right here we're looking at a buy at 112.90, which is the open, or we're looking at a sell at 112.60, which is yesterday's close. So that's the breakout that this indicator is telling you. So if this was an NFP day and price was stuck between there, you'd put your you'd put a sell stop here, you put a buy stop there, and if price hit it, you get in and get out quick because it can reverse on you. You take your pips and be happy. So hopefully I'll have these indicators ready by maybe the second, third of the month. I'll try and knock them out by the end of the week so I can get them out to you this weekend so you can start to play with them and be ready for the next NFP day. And if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, post them, because once again, YouTube has me locked out. I can't seem to reply to my own videos. So hopefully, fellow traders, you'll find these tools very handy. Once again, this whole idea of using or trading with the NFP levels, I found that really interesting, and it does make a lot of sense. I mean, if you look at it, you can see how the sellers and buyers, the bulls and the bears, are pushing price around, and there's a battle happening at each one of those levels. So, as always, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. The Rumpled One, signing off.